What's up, folks? Time to do some more Pillars of Eternity. I was going to play some Warcraft today, and then I was like, I need to just keep playing this, so we're going to keep doing this. Now, apparently there we go. What I don't remember is what quests I was working on, and also whether or not I have, need to make sure that this window, is this the, that way I'm not frozen on screen. I think we're good. Upgrades. I think we can go do another upgrade. While we're at this place working on it. I do want to proceed.
Gelade, well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
Makes sense. I have to say, though, after playing this for, I think this is session 8, I've been playing this for 20 hours or so. I definitely think it plays better on the PC. I mean, it's novel to play it on the console, and it's playable, but I like the ability to control the combat better on the console version, or excuse me, on the PC version. All right, what can I buy here? Towers? That gives me a little more. Oh, craft hall's in progress. Where's the craft hall? Am I blind? Finished in 1 day, 24 hours. I am blind. It was right there staring me in the face. Oh, you know what? I forgot to rest, too. Herp-a-derp. We're going to go back and rest. What's up, Earlsfield? Yeah, Pillars of Eternity. I've been slowly making my way through over the last few weeks. I started over the
Gelade,
holidays.
well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know.
I got a whole series coming out around this game. I'm doing a class series as well as a strategy guide just for content. I haven't played it since it first came out. I played it when it came out, and then I played it again all the way through right before Dreadfire hit. But I'm gonna do both of these. I'm gonna do this game, and then I'm gonna turn around and do Dreadfire. They're on Xbox Game Pass right now, so I just put them on the Xbox for fun. Yeah, the music's really good. Alright, I need to check my quests. I forgot to finish my tea.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Alright, let's see here. Find the tower. Nope, Deerford Village. Well, we're closest to Deerford Village, so I think that's where we're going to go first. We can check that lead. And if we go to the... we still got to do the Twin Elms storyline for our paladin chick. Alright, Deerford Village, please. Find someone who in town who knows about
Just
the ruins.
because you follow the goddess of fire doesn't mean you need to literally consume everything you come across.
The fire is a favor I grant to those I meet. It makes them stronger, or it ends them mercifully if not.
The remaining unemptied beer steins of the Deerwood quake in fear.
Alright, well, let's talk to the dude in the Arms and Armory. Maybe he knows something. By the way, I don't know that I came in here before. When I was here in town earlier.
Good day to you.
Haven't seen you before. Always glad to see a new face in town. Company's good for business. Chatter's good for the soul. That's what I always say. Anyhow, what can I do for you? What's been going on in Deerford? Oh, we're a quiet little town. Not much happens here. Especially not since the legacy hit. People realized they couldn't have babies, just stopped trying. And that takes a lot of the excitement out of the day-to-day, if you can believe it. Alright, show me what you have for sale, because I need to get rid of some stuff. Push your merciless gaze. Oh, hold up. Yeah, oils I don't care about. I don't want to get rid of the cats. I have to figure out if I can let the cats loose in my keep. I don't remember. I bet you could just probably put them down on the ground. I need to check those grimoires to see if that one has something I can learn. Nope, they're both the same. Okay. Alright.
How do you do?
Yeah, well, thank you, Heroesfield. Yeah, it's pretty awesome to see it on Game Pass. Alright, it's a two-handed pike, two-handed greatsword, a rod, one-handed spear. Nothing that's gonna make a difference for any of my people. Excuse me. Well, where was that, Oh, she's all the way over there, okay.
Good day, stranger.
Do you know anything about an Ingwithan ruin nearby? Hard to throw a stone in the wilds without knocking over someone's sacred altar pillars. Smart travelers avoid them. But if you're really set on sightseeing, Bedmar would point you in the right direction. He keeps up the little temple on the northwest edge of town. Alright,
Good day to you.
northwest. That's gonna be up here. Up at the temple. Talk with Bedmar.
Out with you! I already told you what. I'm sorry. I thought you were one of those ruffians.
Someone has put this priest to the test, but one not nearly difficult enough by my measure. An amateur's
How
work.
may I help you?
What happened to you?
I never saw their faces. Strange, hooded men asking about those ruins. Cleoban Relag. Most of the brigands who come through here asking about the ruins are looking for a few ancient trinkets. But these people knew the name, and they were in a hurry.
Those are the same ruins I'm
They
looking
wanted
for.
to know where Cleoban Relag was. I tried to keep it from them, but I couldn't hold out forever. I don't know what they were up to, but it can't be good.
It does sound like the Leaden Key, doesn't it?
The Glanfathan tribe that guards the ruins will kill anyone who trespasses there. And they'll retaliate against us, too, if history is any indication. We've had too many fortune seekers stir up trouble of late. If I'm to tell you, I'll need to know your reason for wanting to go. If that's the case, then we may already have trouble headed our way. I'll have to take you at your word. You'll find Cleoban Relag here. Whatever trouble you find there, please end it quietly and try to stay out of the ruins. Extra more.
how it's done. Beyond seek.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves. Laying low.
You're not getting through me.
I shall be discreet.
Be cautious. Be constant.
That looks like it hurt.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves. Now this I haven't seen before.
I'll take a peek. Easy does it.
Eyes open.
I shall be discreet.
Lava will be on screen.
See now what the let's burn this away! Light, flame, a simple test. That's settled.
Beyond seek! Lavaru beyond seek! I'll see what I can find.
keep me here much longer and I'm going to start molting. It's even less exciting than it sounds. Slowly now.
Now this I haven't seen before. Yeah! Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves. I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
Be cautious. Be constant.
And that's how it's done.
And what does the flame reveal?
Be cautious. Be constant.
Exactly what I was going for. I'll see what I can find.
On the hunt. And what does the flame reveal?
I'll take a peek. Nice and quiet.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
They'll never know I'm here.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
I shall be discreet.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking. You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Easy does it. Quiet. I'll take a peek. Quiet.
Laying low.
eyes open.
Nice and quiet.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Slow down. We got time to catch our
Elven,
breath.
well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another foreign colony. Hello.
The other missionaries say you have been neglectful of your duties. They speak out of concern for you. Now tell me, is there something to their concerns? You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way? These are the ways of the heathen world. Perhaps they would. It may come to that one day. This is why we must not fail. The heathens are beyond the gods' reach. They do not know better. We are tasked with delivering them to the gods, so that the gods may heal their souls. I have seen it with my own eyes. You will see it too, if you choose to remain. There is no greater calling than the one we have chosen. Neither words, nor wealth, nor battle will end this suffering. Only the gods. Will you give them that chance?
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me. I also know, for that matter, about your little excursion into an Engwithin ruin near Deerford that dear Woodens are absolutely forbidden to enter. What I am curious about is why. Not just any someone, though. Someone in the service of the Leaden Key. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend, which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might
I was
help
muted,
each other.
Valis. Sorry about that.
Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
Apparently I herped and derped and I muted myself earlier because I sent a voice message to my brother. I wonder how long I've been muted. That was a while ago. That's funny. I've been sitting here doing voiceovers the whole time too, and if I've been muted, no one's heard me. Oh my god, that's brilliant. I wonder if I was muted when Chris was in here, even. Shit. It's been one of those days. Alright. One of their members caused my soul to awaken. I need him to reverse it. She closes her eyes and the lids flicker. Then her face goes still and her mouth parts, little more than a sliver, and her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment to the ground, the pages wafting around her legs like the leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back and her gaze is immediately upon you.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Eora has ever known.
No, it was probably like an hour ago, to be honest with you, which... No, it couldn't have been an hour. I've only been live for an hour. But yeah, that was a while ago. So, God, man, that means the whole time I was talking to Chris, nobody heard me. That's all good. Just goes to show you that there's not a lot of people tuning in right now, so when I get people come in, that's probably why they bailed, because they're like, this dude's not talking. What can you tell me about Theos?
More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it. What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man. Awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Woodica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism.
Oh, it makes sense.
That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity. He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, It may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
How do you know so much about him?
The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing of greater value. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many.
Okay. What else is there to know about the leaden key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know, if you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal. Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary. And he does not fail.
What do you want from me?
Keep me informed. The leaden key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you.
Hang on.
Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can. If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
All right, lady. Sounds like a good deal. All right, I can tell you something.
Well, let's hear it.
They're manipulating a group of Ngwethi machines that span the country, and it seems to be causing the Hollowborn epidemic.
I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy.
I could be the muted dwarven princess. I can.
It seemed too extreme even for them.
I love how Lucas has
Smeagol
has a paw over his face.
If we can learn more about their goals and methods, perhaps we can get the palace behind us. With Avar's support, we may be able to put a stop to this.
All right.
Try your best not to die out there.
So I don't think I've...
your search? Because you have seen his face and
Other
that...
questions?
Yes.
How old are you?
I lost count ages ago. Such a strange thing to celebrate. There was a time when I considered enlisting the theorems of Pondgrum to extend my life indefinitely.
Oh. That's interesting. All right. Well, we've got more searching to do, and I'm pretty sure here in the city. I can go to the tower next because I know where the tower is, so I could do that quest next because I've already been and I know where the entrance is because I couldn't get in earlier, but now I have the key. It's gonna be up in Heritage Hill. Heritage Hill. Alright. I can now go straight to the tower because I have the key to get me in. And I've got a quest here. Assign. Collection of angry spirits. Let's go ahead and assign her. Speak the words you learned from the Leaden Key Acolyte. You hear rumbles and clanks from hidden tumblers as the door unlocks. Dun dun dun! Alright, let's save.
Quiet.
Get to the top of the tower in Heritage Hill. Ooh, are these vampires? They're called ghouls. I don't know what that is. Huh.
On the hunt.
Crumpled page from Elven's journal. You will be pleased to hear that I've learned much already since coming to this city. There are many incredible ruins nearby, and Master Greg has allowed me to accompany him on a number of expeditions. I am writing you from inside an ancient Ingwithian tower. There's an entire district built up around it, but the locals mostly left the tower untouched. They let us set up temporary living quarters so our work can remain uninterrupted. It's an unsettling place at times, but Master Greg has been a constant comfort, and he is quick to remind me that the things we learn from this tower might one day help us find a cure for Waden's legacy. Okay.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
The mattress is lumpy and smells of old straw, but whoever her slept here last made it neatly. Essence shimmers and pulsates within the Egwithian device.
And that's how it's done.
We've completed our measurements of the machine thanks to Trending's youthful agility. Further examination is required to discover its intended use.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Okay, there's stairs up to the next level.
Quiet.
You give me any more gifts and people will start...
I want to manual resolve. Oh man, I have to travel to participate in the defense.
Thinking you're playing favorites.
How long do I have? 2 days? Okay, I think I can do that. No one has used this bed in weeks. Alright, I think if I hurry up, I can get there in time to manually resolve things. But I'll have to do this tower first.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Lava! Thicker than rock!
I shall be discreet.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites. That looks like it hurt.
Page from the journal. Finally got out of the tower to clear our heads. Beasts, take the patrons. We'll finish this study on our own terms, our own time. Just as I said as much to Trindig, the sky came to life with stray lightning. I said it's a good omen, but the poor lad's spooked. Only cure for that's a good night's sleep.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Patrons grow impatient with the lack of quantifiable research.
You give me any more gifts
They
and
should
people will
drag
start
themselves
thinking you're
out
playing
here if they
favorites.
think it's so easy. A letter from Encantha. Aldhelm, I did indeed receive your recent summons as well as the two that came before it. I had been waiting for you to present yourself on my doorstep so that I could give you my answer in person. A firm and unwavering no. I won't help you. In fact, I relish the idea of you and your team of glorified engineers sitting in that tower, sweating over the runes I've studied for years. Nothing gives me greater pleasure than knowing that my research, which you've long disparaged, is the missing piece in your mundane little puzzle. As you well know, it's knowledge I've always valued. I'm just round the corner. I encourage you to find me should you wish to rehash this conversation in person.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing.
Alright, what was that? Ring. Okay, let's put that on.
Favorites.
Off. Up we go.
Slowly now.
This configuration.
Oh. A man hunches over this strange mechanism, his spine a sharp ridge rising from his arched back. He's barely clothed in filthy rags, and the patches of skin you see are mottled green. A spoiled stench emanates from him. He's so intent on his work that he doesn't notice you until your shadow falls over him. When he turns and sees you, he snarls and scuttles behind the Adra pedestal. Only his bared teeth seem to have escaped decay. His eyes are yellowed and bloodshot, but they flicker with intelligence. He averts his gaze and holds a hand in front of his face.
Shouldn't be here. What do you want?
What happened here?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He smashes a fist into the Adra pillar. His hand makes a crunching noise, but doesn't bleed.
Forgive me. Forgive me. Research. We came to do research on the tower. Some commission from gods. It hardly matters now.
The commission and your research might matter a great deal.
Something happened on our 11th night. Lights in the sky and a static charge in the air. But we were so careful. We were staying in the chambers below. Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure lurking around the tower. Wore a mask. Carried knives at his sides. A trick of shadows, I told him. The next morning, we felt strange. Like we hadn't eaten in weeks. So dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds. The strange wounds that had appeared overnight.
Vampires?
And the machine. This cursed spire. Dormant for 2,000 years. Lifeless through hundreds of our experiments. And we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. On its own! How can we stop what we couldn't start?
What's up, Smeagol? What are you talking about? What's up, buddy? You're waking up. He's literally waking up and talking.
Years I've been doing this. Years. I know how these things work, but I don't know how this happened. Nowhere to go. That's the problem. Their souls are trapped here like flies in a jar, clinging to rotting meat.
Slow down. What does the machine have to do with souls?
No time to slow down. But I can explain. Hold a magnet over iron splinters and they stick, yes? Rub your hand over weir wool and the hair of your head will follow it. So it is with this machine. It has the power to manipulate souls, but why? For what? And how many others lie buried in the ruins of Erglonfath? No. Focus on this one. It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between essence and flesh. Left a dwindling soul stuck in a shriveling husk.
There was a strange in the tower the night this happened?
I didn't see him. My assistant, he saw him. We laughed. Said he was spooked by the cemetery. Perhaps it was already too late. I don't know what he did. But by morning the machine was on and we were slain. People were already on the streets, complaining of neighbors and family members acting strangely.
How can I help?
Not your help I need. It's Harridan, shrew. Squanders her research on frivolities, then refuses to make herself useful. Runes. The runes are the last part of the puzzle. Acantha knows them. She gives them to you, and you can turn the machine off. Release our souls.
Okay. I'll get the words from Acantha.
Yes. Acantha. She was here. In the district. Probably here's...
This is an animancer in his natural state, Watcher. Never has he respected the sanctity of the god's creation. Only now he no longer has the cunning to hide it. He should be put down like a sick animal, though not without first putting his spirit to the flames test. Proceed to the bottom. We actually need to go to our keep first, because I have to resolve that fight that's going to happen. I think I can get there. I think we can get there in time. And then we'll come back. Go like the wind, little man. Go. Ooh, I need to go get my short prepped on the other channel real quick. We'll do that here in a second.
Gelade, well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
I think I can just do it right from here. Upgrades, manual. Voila! No problem. We take care of this easy way. Zero problem, no? And away we go to the next place, yeah? Oui. I do. I want to proceed.
I must say, I'm impressed.
As you should be. Alright, back to Heritage Hill, please. Yeah. Let me log in here. And I need to take care of this short before we go any further. Alright. I find it crazy how it pauses that.
Got one.
Yeah. Hang on. I don't need to. I need to check my profile here. Do some TikTok too.
A tumbling stone gathers no moss. A stationary stone is shat upon by birds.
Okay, Ben, you telling me I'm gonna get shit on by birds? That's too funny. All right, hang on. I'm doing TikTok stuff. I gotta get my shorts out. Why am I singing Christmas songs? Alright, that's done, that's done, that's done. Did I do another TikTok today on... No, but I did do another short for, yeah, this one. What other choice do we have? That's the one I did. Alright. I think we can get back to this here. I gotta go talk to the crazy lady who's up here. Look at this house. Off we go. Alright, all the shorts are out. TikTok is done. I don't have any other shorts I need to send out with this channel tonight. Well, let's talk to this crazy lady and see if we can convince her to help us.
You return. What if you come seeking this
I
time?
need the words that operate the machine.
That fool Aldhelm. He sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he's had the cleverness to survive. That simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is, or why it is.
You feel a core of pride smoldering at the center of her soul.
He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research. I'll bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for meaning.
The problems in Heritage Hill are bigger than your rivalry. What do I care? I prepared myself for an eventuality such as this, and I assure you that those dwindling souls in the streets are beyond caring as well. Her pride burns brighter still. Tell me the tower's name.
Ter Nuneth. It's called Ter Nuneth. They built the machine atop it to contain souls, hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Deerwood, are relays, built to move souls.
Where would they move souls? Why would they tether souls like this?
Perhaps they didn't. Perhaps that's why they built no other machines like this one. We now see the Engwithans as masters of soul manipulation, but they couldn't have attained their expertise without copious trial and error.
Gotta break a few eggs,
Perhaps
yeah.
this was one such experiment.
Where would they move the souls?
Another mystery. Hypothetically,
What's up?
Anywhere they wished. The real question, as always, is why.
Chris just ducked
To
in
intermix them
and
the
ducked
way a
out.
player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields. To collect them like butterflies under glass. To melt them down for raw essence. Unfortunately, I don't know.
What, you do know a lot.
I read the runes like a journal. I understand their meaning. People like Aldhelm try to read them like instructions, and in so doing, they miss their true meaning completely.
How do you operate the machine?
Back to these tinkers' concerns. And what would you do with these tethered souls if I told you?
I would release them.
So you say. And just what would you release them to? They'd abandon their existence here for another somewhere else, equally aimless and meaningless.
What could be possibly more meaningless in existence than their current predicament? Maybe not even Whale knows what would become of them, but it'd be wrong not to give the souls a chance to leave their prison. I could help you, but I won't. The pride lodged in her soul flares up, twisting into the shape of something that writhes and squeals within her. Here, I have specimens... Okay, so I need to read that differently. Here, I have specimens aplenty and time enough to observe them all. It's every scientist's dream. My answer is no. I'm going to examine her pride. The vampire doesn't seem to notice as you wrap your mind around the squalling, burning mess. However, it sears your very bones. You jump back, crying out in pain. I won't abandon this opportunity. The souls will remain here with me, and I'll accomplish more than any animancer in the history of the field. Hoarding knowledge is pointless. Nothing is more important. To gather and study and through it transcend the thousand insectoid lives that brought to us. And who will know about it? The pride thing flickers as the flames around it abate. Ah, we're tinkering with her pride now. All I've learned, years of studying the Ingwithian language, no one understands it better than me. That counts for something. I'm going to extinguish her pride, if I can. You force your essence around the burning lump inside her, but it scorches you. Your flesh is whole and unmarked when you draw back, but it nevertheless stings at the memory of the heat. Yeah. Your opportunities here are finite. One day that knowledge will die with you. The pride hisses and sputters. It's little more than an ember now. You're wrong! But there's no conviction in her voice. I'll build it forever. I'll cling to it. That will give me something. I'm going to try to extinguish her pride again. Stew too hot. Will that really be enough for you? It must be. Teach me. I'll make sure that it grows and your legacy lives on. The words finally quench her pride, and all that remains is a blackened diamond-hard rock. You cast it away where it melts in the
So be
darkness.
it. My studies and efforts shall grow through yours. These are the words you need.
Her cold, dry fingertips rest on your temples, and you feel her reaching into your mind, forming images from the darkness. Runes flash through your head, but they no longer just pictures. They have meaning, and you understand them. They are commands. Something triggers in your mind, a distant memory unearthed from a past life long since buried. You can see a vast array of runes. Far more than Icantha has shown you, and you know their sound and their meaning and how they fit together. The language of Engwith once more at your command. I wonder if this means I can read the runes in the caves I've been exploring too now.
Something has awakened in your mind. You understand far more than I ever did. Take this knowledge then, and do what you will with Ter Nunith. Now that you understand its purpose, it will serve you in whatever way you wish.
All right.
Turn it off, I expect. That will be easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels would still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful. That machine controls hundreds of souls, and that volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls.
So I can either destroy them and return them to the cycle, or let them free to roam. Out of the corner of his eye, Aloth gives you a sly look. It seems your ravenous new friend has just given us the key to ending this wretchedness for good. And now that we've seen what this machine is capable of, I do hope you're not squeamish about the loss of a few hundred souls. Explain how the control words work. Okay, you can speak in the tower will obey. Why would they want to build a machine that... Okay, so this is the same stuff that she said earlier. Man, I don't think there's a good answer here, and I don't remember from my previous playthroughs if it's better to let them go free or return them to the cycle. A Court of Spirits. She just returned from her mission. Southwest of Gilded Vale, travelers have reported a collection of angry spirits gathering near a circle of cracked Audra pillars. Those brave enough to venture near the spirits have reported that they appear to be arguing about some long-forgotten legal matters. Though locals have quickly learned to take a route that avoids the Audra pillars entirely, more than a few foreign merchants landing at Road's End have fallen victim to the Shades. So I sent the Grieving Mother up there, right? Says Grieving Mother was prepared to fight a mob of angry spirits in the circle of Audra pillars, but quickly discovered that the Shades simply wanted resolution to a number of old disputes. Surprisingly cognizant for spirits, the Shades presented their cases over several long hours. Grieving Mother acted as the group's arbiter, handing down decisions and putting the spirits to rest. After the last pair of bickering Shades faded into the beyond, she discovered the remains of previous trespassers, including a fine belt of meditative chimes Okay, on the belt of an unfortunate monk. Cool. Which means... Did it put it in my inventory somewhere? Maybe I have to go back to the castle to get it. Alright, well, we can go back to the tower. We'll have to go feed the cats here in a few minutes. Wake Smeagol up. Be like, yo, dude, it's time for dinner. Go to the top. I'm going to do a hard save here because I don't know what the options are. He looks much worse than before, his rotten head flanging loosely and sores have eaten away patches of skin at his joints. He looks at you with a strange glimmer in his eyes. He takes a tentative, scuttling step towards you. Essence. He doubles over, coughing up strings of black bile. He seems to have forgotten about you for the moment. Well, here goes nothing. A jagged other pillar rises in front of you, cased in stonework and run through with copper veins. The panel is covered with runes which you can now understand. You recognize words for end and for hold. The dial is currently on hold. You also recognize by an inscription that the manner in which you turn the dial is a means of throttling the device. Choose end. As the command word leaves your lips, the dial sinks into the Adra under your hands. Something like a thunderclap sounds overhead. The glow fades from the machine as it falls dormant. I wasn't ready for that. Scared me a little bit.
Still and silent. It's finally over.
I turned it off, which means that the souls can now be returned to the cycle. Okay. So I bet I can go report this back to the Lady Webb. The tower is off. Does this mean the curse is lifted? Defiance Bay owes me. I better get a manor in Brackenbury for this. It was in Brackenbury, yeah?
Bring back the feisty one. There's a woman can do some damage squeezing her legs together.
It isn't a parlor trick. Besides, she doesn't take orders well.
She has backbone, that woman. Does it scare you?
No, but I won't be responsible for what happens if you call her whore.
Split personalities for the win. Hang on, I'm checking my short that I put out a little while ago.
Huevos. Hey. Hello.
Chris is looking for eggs. She found an egg when Frodo was with her the other day.
Checar si hay huevos, Frodo. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. Ayuno, vamos. Ay. Cayuno. Vamos. Ahí tenemos un huevito más. A cerrar bien aquí. Ay, tenemos huevito, Frodo. Oh, tenemos huevito. ¿Sí? Hey, ¿tú eres el guardián de aquí?
He's a good
¿Es el
cat.
guardián? Voy a ver si hay huevos. Hola, Frodo. Vengo a checar si hay huevos. Hey, Frodo.
He's a good kitty cat. Alright, that short is out. Alright, where were we going? Hadrit's house. Oh, something's attacking us. That's a lot of assassin.
Fiery whore of a goddess!
So why would someone want to attack little old me? Scrawled note written on this parchment is a concise but detailed description of you, including your name, your distinguishing features, and everyone you're ever known to have associated with in your brief time in the Durwood.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Well, I'm attracting attention apparently.
How do you do?
You're the one who lifted the curse on Heritage Hill. My lady, who wishes to remain anonymous, has entrusted me with bringing you this pistol. It belonged to a dear friend of hers who was lost to the curse. For your part in reclaiming Heritage Hill, my lady wishes you to have it. May it serve you well in battle. Thank you. Ooh, St. Garm's Spark. What's his name? Uses a gun sometimes. Oh, it's a two-handed pistol. My goodness. Oh, that's right. I don't have the Cypher. The Cypher who I had with me earlier used a gun. All right, let's go report. Report to the lady, and then I need to check on with Chris, and we need to feed the cats.
How fares your search?
I have something to report.
Let's hear it.
The Ingwithan Tower on Heritage Hill contains an ancient machine that can control the flow of souls. The leaden key activated it.
This is troubling. That civilization seems to have known more about the mechanics of souls than anyone since. The leaden key was born in that period. It may be that Theos has full knowledge of their technology. That isn't enough to take to the Duke, but we're close. Avar Wolfgren is a cautious man. He will want to know everything possible before being moved to action.
All right. That's 2 of 3. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm out, folks. It is 6 o'clock, and Chris said she's ready for our evening walk. We've been taking morning walks and evening walks. I feed the cats at 6, so we're going to feed the cats, go for a walk, and then I'm going to do more video production for the next couple of days. But I'm done with the stream for today. I'll be back streaming tomorrow. I've been trying to stream 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., but today it didn't happen because I was just bone tired because I got up at 2 and did a lot of work. I cooked outside all morning. I got a video coming out probably tomorrow. I'll cut that. Well, I'm going to cut it tonight, but have it out tomorrow. On the other channel, we did a big cookout on the campfire this morning, so I'll have that out tomorrow. Walking is for the birds. Hey, man, I got about 30 pounds I need to get rid of, so I got to take it seriously. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Those of you here tonight, we had Earlsfield, Sam, TR, Vowelist were here. Thanks, guys. Thanks to those of you who are supporting. Don't forget, if you're tuning in later, you can always like, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Drop a super chat when you're here live. Drop a super thanks after the fact. Join as a member to support. Don't forget the Patreon page. Our game is coming out soon. I did a live writing session today on the YouTube channel for our point-and-click game. Check out the Patreon page for more information and all that stuff. And I'll be back tomorrow morning with a review of Tales of the Jedi Episode 3 and more streams tomorrow afternoon at some point.